In this video, I want to talk about how to watch the news, but not let it affect you negatively. The first thing you have to realize is that a lot of news, especially on cable news channels, 24 hours a day, most of that stuff is rumors and just endless talking about things that are going on or might be going on. So a lot of it's basically a soap opera, and that keeps you watching because they got 24 hours to fill every day. And I know that that's a big part of why I watch and keep watching, just for the entertainment value. You get into a certain topic, I like hearing people discussing things. I just keep in mind that it's not really news. A lot of things you hear all over the place is not true. I mentioned that in a lot of my videos. A lot of them are about health. Just a lot of information is not true. There's a lot of bias in the news. News will be biased nationally. For instance, the news I watch in the United States is biased towards the United States. On a recent news story about people being held in a person's house for 10 years against their will, it got me thinking about something, and it's something I have not heard brought up on the news, that our own government has been holding hundreds of people in captivity against their will without a trial for approximately 11 and a half years now. Does that ring any bells? And no one's bringing that up. Not in this story. This news story is just real awful. Everyone agrees on that. Yeah, our own government's doing it. And as usual, people make a scapegoat out of the criminals, which is easy because they are the criminals, but they're also products of our society, and it says something about our society. There is plenty of blame to go around, and these kind of things, all these bad news stories that keep coming up, they're going to keep coming up until we do something differently. Another bias is personal bias. And I thought of this recently. Let's see. There was a news channel talking about Al Gore, and basically just going over who he is and what he does. And they came to the global warming, climate stuff, climate change. And there's something I know about this topic that not many people know because it's not brought up by the news. And once again, they didn't bring it up. And it's the fact that the industry that causes more climate change than any other industry is not the oil industry, it's the factory farming industry. And Al Gore doesn't bring it up. People on the news mostly don't bring that up. And I can't be sure why, but I can make a good guess. It's personal bias. Most of these people on TV, on the news, and Al Gore, they contribute to the meat industry by buying meat. And so they're not going to want to bring it up. So there's another way, one I happen to have some personal knowledge of, another way in which the news is biased. Who knows how many other ways there are that we might not see. So you don't want to take too much from the news. Which brings me to, how do I tie in this video with my channel's mission, which is to promote positivity. And it would be that you should be skeptical, but that doesn't mean you have to be cynical. Because cynical is a negative emotion, whereas skeptical is just a good way of thinking. It's not an emotion. You always want to keep your emotions in check so that you won't have negative emotions going on. So I can take away news from the news just to keep up with what's going on, and then I can leave everything else behind and enjoy my life, which I have been doing. I'd like to spread that around. It's one of the reasons I've started making videos. By the way, if you think my videos are giving better information to the world than the news does, I'd like you to give my videos a thumbs up. That helps get them to appear higher in search results, so more people will find them. Thank you very much, and watch for my next video.